Good afternoon. It is a Thursday, so that means this video comes out on Friday. Not only is it Friday, it's Halloween. So right now, got my wife with me in the car. Do you want to be in the video? No. Okay. So what's my tradition? Every time I have a video on Halloween, I always kind of tell a spooky story. But the spooky story has to have 3 criteria. Has to be true enough that I can verify. Has to be somebody I know, and a story I can tell on the internet. So I was thinking, what should I tell for today? And I have a spooky story that I know the person who it happened to because it was me. You don't even know what I'm going to say, do you? No? Actually, you do know the story. It happened about 6 or 7 years ago at a client's house that I was pet sitting at. I'm not going to say who, but you can probably figure it out. And, oh, in fact, I'm going to be pet sitting there soon. And, oh, yeah. Also, I had a spooky, well, not spooky, but just kind of at the same client's house. The last time or the time before, I was sitting on the couch in the family room on my computer, and I saw something peripheral out of the side of my vision shoot by. I thought it was a dog. I looked over at the kitchen where it's nighttime. I only had the under the cabinet lights, and there was nothing there. But then I look over to the other side of me, and here were both the dogs sound asleep in the bed. So kind of that's how this house is. In the daytime, it's bright and sunny and cheerful. And at night, every now and again, it just kind of gets a little like, huh, that's weird. You know, like you'll be brushing your teeth or something, and you're kind of like, if I look in that mirror right now, will there be someone standing behind me? You know, it kind of gives you that feeling, but it's, you know, nothing like Steven Spielberg could base a movie off of. So, in this house, and like I said, it was about 6 years ago, and now that is something that I am very fortunate enough with what I do. I have stayed at some really cool places. I have stayed at bright, sunny, beautiful, modern homes, and you know, these are all multi-million-dollar homes. I have stayed in some historical homes that are kind of like a Scooby-Doo mansion, you know, wood-paneled walls, and I'm in the library pulling on the bookshelves to see if there's a secret passage. I have stayed in really swanky, cool downtown LA apartments that, man, you know, before the Democrats ruined downtown LA, that would have been really cool. You remember that. And what else? So, this client of mine, this was their old dogs, and they have children who today they're grown up, and they turned one of the bedrooms into a guest room, where now when I camp out there, I'm in the guest room. But before, they had a little pull-out sofa in what's their office, and this pull-out sofa is so narrow, and it's just, you know, like it's not even a single bed. Like, it's almost like a child-sized bed, you know, because my feet hang off at the end. But it's okay. It works for the situation. And their old dog, she would get so upset when the owners would leave, so she'd jump in the bed with me. So I'd be all kind of curled up like this. Never slept through the night. You know, the mattress was thin, so I'd always kind of wake up and roll over. But this one particular night, this is before the children moved out, so they, you know, were using I'm in the office, and I'm the only one there with the dogs. The dog, she's not in the bed with me, but she's down on the floor, curled up facing the door. And it was a thing, it was around 3 in the morning, because of course it would be 3 in the morning. I wake up a little uncomfortable, I go to roll over and get comfortable, and I'm starting to fall back asleep, and you're in that halfway in between, and suddenly I hear the dog growl, low growl, and it's like, oh, okay, you got, and I was kind of starting to wake up to tell her, you know, you're fine, you know, go to bed. And before I could say anything, the way the house was set up, they have an attached garage, and that's how I would come and go, put in a code, come in through the garage, and then it's a laundry room, and at the end of the laundry room there's a hallway, and the first room on the one side is the office, and that's where I'm at. And as I'm laying there, I hear their ADT alarm. It announces anytime you would open a door or a window, and I hear this dee dee dee, garage door open. I am up. My eyes are open. We're not at 10. We are 0 to 11. And the dog, her fur is up. She's barking. The other dog, who was somewhere else in the house, he now comes in. They're barking. And I come around that corner, I am locked and loaded, and I didn't even have pants on. It was an ugly sight. Yeah, I was like a Maori warrior. Look out. I come around that corner, and I hit the garage door, and I go to yank it open. I almost pulled the doorknob off. I pulled so hard on that door. The deadbolt, the door was locked. And I unlock it, and I open up, and I come into the garage thinking like somebody's broken into the house. They're in the garage. Garage is empty. I check the passage door leading outside. That door's locked. None of the roll-up doors activated, because one, I would have heard that, and two, the light would have been on. So, okay, ADT alarms, you know, especially if they're an older alarm, they fail. And I close that door, and you know, you've got the sensor there, and I'm thinking maybe there was wind. And I closed the door. I didn't even lock it, just had the door closed, and I'm trying the doorknob to see if it would wiggle enough to set off the sensor. It didn't. So who knows? Was it that, you know, it was spooky for me at the time. My adrenaline was spiked. I didn't think it was a ghost. I thought it was more of a, you know, different type of entity breaking into the house. But it was pretty scary for the moment, but it was weird because I couldn't reproduce that with the alarm, and the fact that the dog was growling beforehand. You know, the dog was almost warning me like, hey, something's up. So there you go. That's my true spooky story. You remember that, don't you?
Yeah.
You can, there you go. See? She won't come on camera, but it did happen. So, on that note, happy Halloween. Say hey to my dad. And as always, see you on the next one.